channel. I am just getting a quick update up here for you guys before I start putting some more content out. So just to give an update, I went to the doctor's yesterday. So we're going to back up real quick and I'm just going to give a quick rundown because I haven't really been very specific with everything going on with me. Just a little here and there. So I've had pain in my right foot since about August 12th. It was the second day of Fire Academy. I injured myself. I know I did. But I didn't really have any specific answers. I think it was August 14th or 15th. I went for an x-ray to be done just to see what was going on because I kind of couldn't walk on my foot without limping. And you know, during Fire Academy, I feel that's not the place to complain and to whine and complain. It's, you know, it's a very tough job and there's a lot expected of you, and being a woman, I feel like I'm kind of doing a guy's job anyway, so the last thing they want to hear is like somebody whine and complain the second day of Academy. So I just, you know, toughed it out that day and got my x-ray done, and the x-ray was fine. Like, they said it was normal. So I was like, well, maybe I just, you know, landed on it the wrong way. And then I started thinking I had the past couple months some ablations and phlebectomies done in both my legs, but I had recently had some, I'm probably going to say it wrong, scleropathy foam treatment done in my right leg. So when the x-ray came back normal, they were like, well, maybe there's some nerve damage from that being done. That can happen. That can be a common thing. And I was like, oh, great. So, okay. I kind of at that point was like set in my mind, I don't have really any real answers. Whatever it is, you know, we'll just eventually go away. Just tough it out. So I did, and I've been doing Fire Academy, toughing it out, going in some pretty extreme pain in my foot and running up ladders and leg locks and carrying hose and navigating charged hose through cones, just all the things that you do during Fire Academy, where it was pretty intense, the pain I was feeling, but I pushed through. So here we are almost a month later, and my leg started feeling a lot worse. My foot, my ankle, my right foot, to the point where I can barely shimmy my foot into a shoe. So I'm like, you know, I need to go back. I had seen 2 doctors that told me, you know, everything, the x-ray was fine. Nobody has any idea. Long story short, we've officially moved all our doctors down the hill. I'm done with this medical center up here. There's a lot of incompetence and I'm just like, I'm over it. So I saw an orthopedic doctor down the hill from us yesterday, and I walked in the room, and within a minute of him being in the room, he had up on the screen my x-ray that I had done a month ago. And he's like, I am 99% sure you tore your Linz Frank ligament. I think it's like Linz something, but it was a ligament in my foot, and it's like a pretty significant ligament that controls, you know, your balance, your stability, everything, basically, you know, pushing off your feet, like all the things I've been experiencing. He asked me first before he said it, but he like asked when it hurts the worst, what position, you know, felt my foot, told him all the areas that it hurts when I'm pushing off, when I'm doing ladder stuff, running, you know, bearing weight on it, just all these different things that I've been experiencing. And he is like, I'm 99% sure you tore your ligament. And he basically had told me that I need to go get an MRI, obviously, to, you know, fully confirm that. But on the x-ray, what he didn't understand is how did nobody see it on the x-ray, because I was told by the radiologist and everybody that the x-ray was normal. And on the x-ray, where like it's supposed to be closed at the top of my foot, like there shouldn't be a gap, there is a gap on my foot where that ligament, I guess, should be. And anyway, there's a gap, there shouldn't be a space there, and that's how he's like, I'm pretty sure this is what it is. So next week I need to schedule 2 MRIs to be done, and then he basically told me I'm definitely going to need surgery if that is indeed what it is. And it's going to be months of recovery. I need to try to not bear weight on my foot I'm a bad patient. I'm going to tell you that now. Everything you tell me to do, I'm probably not going to do. And it's just because that's the way I'm wired. But he did give me this boot in the meantime to try and take some of the tension off my foot, because I'm like, I'm going to be on my foot. So this is just kind of to help a little bit, stabilize my foot a little bit better, take some of the pressure off of it. It's got like these areas you pump air into. Super inconvenient to try and maneuver around, but it is what it is. So I'm going to eventually, after surgery, if I do have the surgery, and if that is what it is, require like months of being off my foot and physical therapy to try and learn to walk on that foot again once the ligament is kind of back in place. So not the answer that I wanted to hear. I had to go yesterday. Yesterday was an academy day, and I basically told everybody in the class what, kind of why I'm not going to be there anymore. And I was just really upset. I was really depressed yesterday. It was a very difficult day. I was in bed at like 9 o'clock, which I usually don't go to bed till after midnight. I couldn't sleep. I was up at 2. I was up till 4, like horrible sleep, crying, just super upset. I started feeling, I was looking more negative at things than positive. And I started I went all these days to academy for weeks and weeks in this horrible pain, basically for nothing, because now I can't even finish academy. You go through this period, not feeling sorry for yourself, but just being in this negative mindset. And it's like, I'd have to do this all over again next year. I'm already through the majority of it. It's a lot of work. I don't want to repeat all this stuff again. And I only had 2 weeks left to finish, and it was devastated. It was a big blow. And so long story short, I am better today. I'm looking at the positives. I don't, being a volunteer, I don't have to do fire academy. I don't, at all. It's not required. I was mainly doing it for the education to be put to the test to see if I could perform in a situation and get familiar with hoses and charged hoses, because there's a big difference with a charged hose than there is. You're looking at maybe 150 pounds not charged to 900 pounds charged, and having to navigate that. It's ridiculous. But I'm still thankful I did take that, because it really showed me what I'm in for and put me to the test. And if I was able, and I started looking, I'm if I was able to get through weeks of fire academy with a tore ligament in my foot, that's actually pretty insane. That's that's something to be proud of. Maybe people out there are that's really stupid, but it is maybe. I didn't have any definite answer at the time, and I was just in horrible pain, but I still pushed through. So long story short, that is what's going on. I still have content coming out. I am still going to be putting content out. I know everyone's probably going to be please listen to the doctor and rest and stay off your foot. I am just wired very differently. I can't sit still. I'll go to the doctor's office and I'll be standing up, and when they come in the room, they're are you okay? Sit down. I'm I don't really want to sit down. I don't like sitting down. And honestly, sitting down right now, my foot is in pain sitting. So if it's still in pain sitting and standing, it's I'd rather be busy and moving around and not focusing on the pain on my foot and just go about my day getting stuff done than sitting here in pain, not accomplishing anything. So anyway, you will see videos with me still being on my foot. I know. I'm one of those people. I'm just wired very differently. I've always been this way. I ruptured my tendon in my arm back in 2020 and was supposed to not use my right arm for the first 12 weeks. The next day I was using my arm. I know, I'm horrible. And you know what? I won't complain if things don't heal right, because it's me. I'm my own worst enemy. I didn't follow the directions. I could still move my arm, still have strength in my arm after therapy and stuff like that. But, after I had my thyroid removed, I wasn't supposed to lift for months, and I did everything I was told not to do, and I'm not big on pain medicine, so I have not taken pain medicine this whole time. I was given pain medicine, but it was during fire academy, I'm not going to be under the influence of pain medicine, and then raising kids, I'm not going to take pain medicine. So I've kind of just I have a pretty high threshold with pain, and I kind of just have been dealing with it. And it is what it is. And it's being pregnant, all the things you're not supposed to do. I've probably done everything you're not everything, but a lot of things. 9 months pregnant, you guys didn't know me back then because I didn't have a channel, but 9 months pregnant, moving furniture around the house. That's me. Okay. Coming home with a baby a day or two after I deliver the baby and being on my feet, cooking, cleaning, baking homemade blueberry pies. That's me. I'm wired very differently. I'm not like the average person. So don't come down on me in the comments if you see me with, videos of me moving around on my feet, doing all the things, because I'm going to be doing it whether I'm on camera or not, and I just still want to get content out there. So I just hope everything goes smooth with this. Just want to give you guys a quick update. I will have content coming out this weekend and this week. I want to try and get some more of what's going on, some projects around the house that we're doing. And now that I'm done academy, which I don't want to be, but now I can get to some of those bigger projects around the house, especially if I'm going to be having surgery that I've wanted to do, some decluttering, some clean with me type things. So I will have videos on that. My Azure standard order shipped as of today. It'll be coming up this upcoming week. I think Monday is the delivery, and I'm going to be doing some fun things with that order. I have like 10 to 12 things that did not ship. They were just out of stock. And I'm like, I've never had that much stuff not ship. It's ridiculous. So a lot of things that I wanted to get from them, they were just out of stock. But I did get some other things that I'm going to be doing some videos on those things as well. And getting the mill out and milling some wheat berries and some corn and sharing some recipes with you guys, and some day in the lives. I'm going to take you guys along through this whole procedure. So when I get MRIs next week, I will be taking you guys with me throughout that. And I'm not going to stop making content. So there will be content coming out. Just want to give you guys a quick update because I don't think I was ever very thorough anyway with what was going on with my foot. So now everybody knows. I'm going to get this posted, and I will see you guys on the next video. Until then, take care and God bless.